I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do that. Like not chillaxing, thinking that you gotta do stuff to feel satisfied. I think it steals a lot from us. Hey guys. Hi. Can we chit chat as I get ready? Now that I think about it, I understand why people do get ready with me. It's because they don't want to just sit down and talk while a lot of things stay undone. So it's like killing two birds with one stone. It works. Anyways, how are you? Um, so I was just sitting here. I was getting ready, and it's during the day, Saturday afternoon, and I was like, you know what? I am so content. I am so happy. I'm fulfilled. um, I think if someone is listening to me for the first time, it might sound like, what's the point of talking about it? How content you are. I mean, it's a huge milestone because I haven't always been content. I've always wanted the next thing, you know? I've really always thought that whatever I had was not enough. I think, especially in terms of uh, building a family at my age, you know. I actually just saw a picture of my sister with her kids. They should kill me if I put a picture of her on social media. But it's a beautiful picture with her and her two babies and my mom when she had gone to visit with them and do butsetse. I don't know. It's like taking care of the small baby, and it's a beautiful thing, right? It's a beautiful family, and I think I've always thought like if I didn't have that, then I was not complete. You know that I still had to wait to get that, had to figure out a way to get that, date around, learn about relationships, try and be a good person or something. In order to be able to get that. And I really think I'm not just speaking for myself. I think a lot of us go through that. I think, especially like in the Christian community, uh, I think for obvious reasons that you're either single and no family, or you get married, you get like babies and stuff. So, but I was just sitting here and in the morning I was happy because I was listening to the sounds of birds. I was like, man, for me, that's heaven. I mean, nature and stuff. And then during the day, I was like, oh, wow. So during the day is dogs barking, kids playing outside. And I was just happy. And I was like, I'm happy that even if it's not, the babies are not at my place, just out there, which made me happier because I was like, I'm peaceful here, nothing and no one is disturbing me. And I was just like so content. And this video took a totally different direction. And I'm just happy. I'm just so I'm feeling really blessed because I don't have this thing also like I gotta get something, I gotta get something, I gotta do this. Like I didn't feel the pressure to create a video, for example. I think sometimes having these what do you call it? I don't want to say goals because I recently did a video about goals that was so good, like how to do your goals, right? And that's when you want to have goals. But having this thing of, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do that, like not chillaxing, thinking that you gotta do stuff to feel satisfied. I think it steals a lot from us. I really think it robs us of peace, it robs us of contentment, it robs us of joy, it robs us of the purest form of joy that does not require anything from you, that does not require you to buy anything, that does not require you to have money. That joy is the best. I think a lot of like Africans can relate, especially with, you know how when you go to those, to like villages, to the deep villages, and there are no fancy things, no fancy shops, no fancy gadgets, no, maybe there's no internet, and it's just you and your grandma, maybe, and cousins, and during the day you're just laying down under that big tree, and there's just maybe a bowl of water getting cooled by nature. And it's just birds chirping, dogs barking here and there. And it's the most peaceful thing in the world. Someone once described it like that. And I also remember at my grandma's, I used to be like, why is it so nice here? But there's no nice things. I was a baby, but I asked that question. I was like, but it's so nice. Like, even though there are no, like, too many sugary snacks or anything, I think it just really goes to show us that it goes to show that we have everything that we could ever need in life. We have it all, man. And I mean, how do you not believe that? How can God can't create you knowing that your needs won't be met? That the free oxygen, the water, like the most basic things, I feel like that's all that we need. When you've got that, you have everything. As long as you have breath in your lungs and you're not sick. I don't know if you can hear that. The sounds. The sounds of life. And you're not thinking about the next thing, like, I gotta go do that. I gotta go do that. Are you sure you gotta go do that? Like, are we sure? We can just chill and life will still move. Life will still move. I remember someone recently was talking about, oh, she said she spoke to her therapist once. Like her mom had passed, and she had gone with her dad to pick up a casket, and then her aunties back at home were calling her because they're like, which flavor soup do you want us to do? Like, and she said that she was so angry, like, I'm going through the most, I've gone somewhere else. You want to tell me you guys can't, why do you rely so much on me? You can't even pick out the flavor between chicken and beef for the stew. And it's just like, it really got to her, right? And so she was talking to her therapist about it, and the therapist was like, but it means that you conditioned them to need you at every turn, that they can't do anything without you. That is why they call you for such things. And she thought about it. She's like, oh my goodness. I've always thought it should just always be me. I'm trying to drive this point to this point of like, you don't have to always be expending energy or doing extra things for things to move in your life or around you or even for your loved ones. It doesn't have to be you. So I feel like we don't always have to be constantly in this mode of go, 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 go. in order for life to actually move. I don't know if you've always listened to my content. I don't know. I think it might be a bit different from what I've always talked about. I think so. The problem is I just keep learning a lot and changing and evolving. And I like it. I feel like it's growth. I mean, in life, I think we have to learn, unlearn, and relearn. And I've been in that space for quite some time, actually. I've been on that space. So when you create content, when you're a content creator and you go through that type of change, you don't know what to talk about anymore because you're sort of like in in the in between, still in the middle, not knowing which direction are you leaning mostly on, or which side are you not. But yeah, I've actually been trying to learn a lot about living free, kind of living free. You know, I've been battling with it in my mind because I'm. It looks like I'm such a doer, but you don't always have to be doing in order to be comfortable and happy. Those were my thoughts for today. The video is already long, guys. I'll see you on the other side, and thank you for being here with me today, the Saturday afternoon. See you on the next video.